have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Returnable here from the 38. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To number 84.
From 3 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Bass for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Ravens 28, Bengals nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
On the carry.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
At the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28, Bengals nothing.
receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Ball carrier. The tackle.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Mixon on the catch.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch what? Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down, Baltimore.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Dobbins running out of the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Ravens
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
At the 29-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 79 Bronco. So Mike's number 1,
Burrow looking to pass. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
On the carry for
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, they scared.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Bengals 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
At the 38-yard line.
18 rattle. 20, Mike, 20. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Jackson's pass.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
4 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
2 yards.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
82.
A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Joe Mixon, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get ready. Here we go. Check smash. Check smash. Watch one. 6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right. Hurt. I got 83. Me. 70 Ranger. There we go, Mike 20. Bound to lose one.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
We got to step it up. So nice number one.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. On the slant, this is Chark. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Burrow will throw. That's complete to John Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Man up, D. Mike one. Mike one. 18, pioneer. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The ball carrier.
J.K. Dobbins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Kick is good.
So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Mixon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check 31, check 31.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Where's the mic? Watch one, watch one. Watch the slant, watch the slant. So Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Swing. Go, Rig, go.
On third down, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 77, Bengals 3. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
From the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For number 88, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.